So I'm going to try something new and start doing some question answer videos on a routine basis to address some of the comments I'm getting on my YouTube videos. Last month I got almost 2 million views on my YouTube channel, and some days I was getting over 700 comments a day, and I'd love to interact with the people watching my videos and answer those questions, but it's just grown too much and I can't address all those comments. But many of the comments are similar, even though they're coming from different people. So I've been compiling some of the most common comments, and I'm just going to address them all in one video. By far my fastest growing video last month was on flint knapping an arrowhead out of an old broken bottle with the phrase "Federal law forbids reuse of this bottle." And that has almost 700,000 views in a matter of just a few weeks. And I have a lot of comments on that, so I'll address the most common ones now. The first comment I want to address on that video is over 100 people asked if I'm wearing safety glasses while I'm flint knapping, and the answer is absolutely yes. Always wear safety glasses and eye protection when you flint knap. It's very common for little pieces of glass to get flung into the air, and if you catch one in the eye, you could easily go blind. The next comment I got on that video was about all the broken glass that's falling on the ground. People asked if I was worried about someone else coming along and stepping on it, and that is a valid concern. You got to be careful where you flint knap. And in my backyard I have an area fenced off that is just for flint knapping so that the kids can't get to it and animals can't get to it. Another question a lot of people asked is why I wasn't wearing gloves when I'm flint knapping the glass. And the reason is that a part of the art of flint knapping is being able to support the glass with your hands. I'm constantly adjusting where I'm holding the piece with my fingers while I strike it, and that's a big part of preventing the piece from breaking. And I'd lose that dexterity with gloves. So holding it with my bare fingers is a huge part of flint knapping, an important part. By far the most common comment and the most hate mail I've gotten this whole month was on breaking that old bottle. Many people view old bottles as valuable treasures, historic treasures that should not be destroyed, and a lot of people were really mad that I broke an old Jim Beam whiskey bottle and made arrowheads out of it. I'll read one of those comments, but this is indicative. I got over 500 comments on not wanting to break that bottle, and it's better off being preserved as a historic object. I've been collecting antique bottles for 45 years. What I just witnessed was sickening. With the abundance of glass available, why destroy a beautiful antique like this? You should be ashamed of yourself. And that was the more tame comments. I had people that were just absolutely vicious and rude, and more rude than even the rat killing video for breaking the bottle. So you just never know what's going to set people off, and apparently breaking that old bottle really made a lot of people angry. And I'll just end it with some more of my hate mail for the rat trap video and killing a rat. Dave Duckshoot writes, "Stop killing animals, you psycho." Jack H shares this thought: "Do you realize you're killing animals? Normal people view you as a murderer for killing a rat." OMG, I cried so hard, you are a killer to animals. So there are always some creative hate mail, and my favorite for the month comes from O. Lemers. And they write, "Stupid animal murderer, I just reported you to PETA and your channel will be removed in a few days. You loser scumbag." In these question and answer videos, I'll also talk about some of the projects I'm working on. And for me right now, it's hunting season. And this year I drew 3 really great hunting tags, 2 deer tags and an elk tag, and I'll be planning on securing some meat for my family to eat this year. The first tag is a deer tag in early November where I'm going to be hunting using all primitive archery gear, and the arrows are going to be made from material I collected over in Italy in the homeland of Uzi the Iceman. I collected flint over there and some of the other materials and was able to bring it back. So it's going to be really exciting using 5,000-year-old style arrows to harvest a deer, and I'm going to put in a great effort to be able to do that. I also drew a second deer tag. I'm going to be hunting that early October in the same place I've hunted deer my whole life, and for that tag I'm going to be using a Kentucky long rifle black powder flintlock gun. And I don't have one, but I bought a kit and I'm building one. So when I'm done building it, I'm going to go out and harvest a deer with that gun. I'm also making my own gunpowder and pouring my own lead balls for the bullets. So this should be a completely made from scratch gun where I go out and harvest a deer. The third tag that I drew is an elk tag, and I'm really excited about this hunt because I get to hunt a cow elk as part of a damage tag in the wheat fields that I've been hunting. And so the chances of success are really high, and it's a rifle tag. And if you've seen my YouTube channel, you know I like to hunt with primitive weapons and historical weapons. And so I was looking through my gun safe and I found this gun. What this is a World War II 1903 A3 30-06. Only it didn't look like this a few weeks ago. This was my grandfather's hunting rifle, and it was a sporterized version of it that was sold as Army surplus after the war. And what I did was I got every single part needed to restore it back to the World War II condition, and I've completed this whole restoration project. I'm going to do a video on how to restore a World War II gun, and I plan on going out and shooting an elk with it in the next few weeks. So hopefully you guys will be excited about seeing some hunts I'm going on with primitive archery, black powder, and historical rifles. I'm also doing more flint knapping videos, junkyard flint knapping, as well as some obsidian flint knapping videos. So stay tuned, and thank you for your support and watching my channel.